Now, many of you already know that the CCTV, which is the China's national news broadcaster, has been touching neo news for quite some time. I remember there was a session on an online session about neo, which I joined some other day, and people were asking themselves why CCTV covering neo so much. Well, it's because neo, bottom line is that it is the golden child, or it's one of China's golden child, and this is because of their technology, their innovation. And the reason why, of course, it's like that is because without neo, unfortunately, the new energy vehicle market that would have not gotten so much attention or grabbed so much attention all over the world. It is because of EV makers like neo that China has got the kind of grip or good grip when it comes to new energy vehicles globally. Now, the reason why I'm telling you about this is that once again we get to see that video that I'm showing you there of the CCTV, of course, giving guidance to the users that are buying EV cars to take to make them be aware that, telling them that they need to be aware of battery degradation when they are buying EV cars, because obviously the battery on an EV car, you will know that it's one of the biggest costs to the EV car itself. With, I mean, it can go as, I mean, we have seen new energy vehicle car makers paying up to $60,000 for a battery, and it was not good at all, right? Seeing that, because obviously after your car gets out of warranty, whatever happens to your car gets to be on you. The bills gets to be paid by you, and therefore CCTV making sure that they remind the users about this, and not just and there, but taking it an extra mile where they advise or talk about Neo's battery swapping being the only technology that deals with the battery degradation. Because you know that when you buy Neo, Onvo, and Firefly, which all these are part or are under the Neo group, you don't have to worry about the battery of the car if you buy them under the battery as a service subscription, which usually would take away $10,000 from the price of that car. This is something that enables those that buy the Neo cars under this deal not to worry or to whatever happened onto the battery, which is something that is just so great. I mean, it is very interesting that obviously CCTV comes and share this a couple of days later after the Singapore Wealth Fund came and of course put pressure onto Neo, or drop some major bombshell about lawsuits saying that Neo is not capturing the revenues of other sales as per how it is coming, but rather they are capturing it wrongly, tampering with the revenues that Neo is generating over and above selling the cars. Seeing CCTV coming and dropping this after that, which we've discussed and exhausted, it is very interesting, because battery swapping, it is the only technology that can give you peaceful sleep when you buy EV car. If you want to own the car for the longest period, it's fine. If you want to buy that car and maybe when it goes out of warranty you sell it, but I can tell you, talking personally from my own experience, owning a car that is fully paid up, it is something that is great. And of course, like my first car that I ever bought, which was I bought in 2015, or we as my family, we bought it back in 2015. That car finished paying it off, I think around 2020, 2021, which till this day, that car, it's very good on the road, it's reliable. It getting that out of still that good mileage, that good driving experience from that car, it is something that is just so good, right? Because I can still travel long distance with that car, still very much reliable, right? And I like it very much for that, right? Because I'm not paying, or I don't own any bank, which is exactly the same thing that sometimes as a person you would want. Even if buying EV cars, you would want to buy a car that obviously sometimes you want to keep. There are certain cars, I mean, right now in China, there are people that are still driving Neo's first generation cars, right? Meaning that those cars are as old as almost 10 years. They are 8 years old, and some of the people are still driving those cars, which shows you how reliable this cars is. I mean, the new CEO has came, I think, a couple of months back and said that, look, a good car should last you over at least 10 years, right? 10 years is the total number of years that a good car should last you. And we all know that after 5 years, warranty on the car falls off, right? And whatever happens to the car, you need to pay. And now, if you want to keep an EV car that is out of warranty, you stand a chance of going into a risk of running into battery issues, right? And unless you have subscribed to NIO's battery swapping station, which takes this responsibility for you in as long as you are paying the battery as a service fees, this is the only solution that will give you the comfortability of not only just buying EV cars and maybe sell them after maybe 5 years of being scared of high maintenance, but this NIO, because of the battery as a service services that they are offering, you will not have to worry about that. In fact, what NIO is doing, as long as you are paying the fees, you will remain or you will keep that car for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, up until, right? Which is absolutely great, something that is very, very exciting. I think if I was in China and I was buying a new car, obviously I was going to buy NIO, not just because this is a car that, of course, tech-wise is very smart and all that, and I invest onto NIO, but because also of this battery swapping technology that they offer that takes away the responsibility of replacing a battery after I go out of warranty. This gives you peaceful sleep. I mean, technology, this kind of technology, I mean, you don't have to wait until 3 years, 5 years to join it after buying the car, but you can immediately just go in, and when you buy the new car, you buy it with the battery as a service. I remember there was a guy who bought 85 mid sedan, who he bought it with the battery, right? After a year, he came back to say that, look, he subscribed to BaaS or battery as a service, and is now paying monthly subscription. But the experience that he has been getting, he highlighted one thing, and that is he wish he could have joined battery as a service a very long time ago, or immediately he said he wish he would have subscribed to BaaS immediately he bought the car, because the convenience that is getting, it's on the next level. I mean, there is still shortages of charging infrastructure in China, and with battery swapping, even though maybe they don't cover the whole of China, but obviously where they are, they offer massive convenience, especially the latest fourth generation, which swaps or it can be able to complete a battery swap in less than 3 minutes. You and me can agree that this is a technology that is on the next level, and it makes sense why even CCTV would come and cover this kind of technology, because NIO globally, they are a king of this technology. No one out there is developing and deploying as many battery swapping stations like NIO. No one owns as many battery swapping stations like NIO. NIO, it is king, and it will remain king until. So if you have not, of course, thought about maybe joining battery as a service, or you have bought a new car and you still don't, you are still are not under the BaaS program, I think it's high time that you change your mind and you go and enjoy the good thing that comes with you subscribing to battery as a service. But anyways, don't want to make this video too long. I just thought I'd come and quickly give you these updates that we saw coming from CCTV, which is China's national television. But obviously, all that I say here, everything I was saying here, besides showing you that video, are just my opinions. You already know that I'm not a PR advisor, and you know that what I say here is just for entertainment purposes, right? And it's important that before you make any decision, you do your own due diligence. You consult where you need to consult to make sure that you don't obviously come probably and point fingers at people. You know you have done your due diligence, and that goes with even investing onto NIO. You need to also do your own due diligence. Yes, you watch our content or the content here on YouTube, but at the end of the day, you need to also research to get the confidence that probably will make you to load the boat even when the stock price is coming down. But anyways, don't want to make this video too long. I'll see you on the next one. That is all from me, and God bless you all.